me are channeling messages from Spirit Infinite Gratitude. All my Gemini placements, this is your reading. If you see stain on my fingers and nails, it's because I've been playing in turmeric lately. Any and all messages for Gemini. Yeah, there's a lot of messages. Let's take it one step at a time. I love that Nassau came out because I've been thinking about Nassau lately. So, courage, Aquafina, Sword of War. Yes, there's warfare. There's intense warfare happening. Oh my goodness, the warfare is really intense. I believe, or I feel that you have to be very spiritually strong during this time. Like, you have to be in your spirit, because the 5D is not going to save you, or the 5D isn't what's going to sustain you. Your spirit is really what's going to save you and sustain you. So you have to be grounded and rooted in spirit, especially at this time. Value spirit over material things, value spirit over relationships, connections. Value spirit more than everything, because that is the only real thing to ground yourself in. Everything else is shakeable, everything else is soluble or temporary. Symbol of courage, valor, and being a heroine or hero. Mind over matter is going to play a really important role during this time, Gemini. Mind over matter. In essence, take it a step further, like spirit over mind, spirit over matter. Divinity of Mother Earth, Aseye Duru. The earth has weight, symbol of the importance of the earth in sustaining life. Ooh, you need to be grounded in your truth. I channeled a message. The truth has weight to it, and this is what's prompting me. The earth has weight. The truth has weight. Take it a step further. The earth is three-dimensional. Take it a step further. Truth is an abstract thing. The truth is an abstract noun. Truth has weight. Truth is dense. Truth is solid. Kind of have to have the courage to step outside of your three-dimensional existence and have a five-dimensional perspective. But we're in these bodies and we're in this world, so it's not easy to realize your fifth dimensional self or your consciousness. It's not easy to be aware and be conscious in these bodies on this earth. But the more work you do, or the higher you ascend, or the more willing and intentional you are to grow as a being, a spiritual being, the more aware you are of your spiritual self, your spiritual existence, and your spiritual perspective. And it's beyond the 3D. Be your true self. Excellence, genuineness, be your true self. Nasa. We are not limited to our earthly presence. Your true self is ethereal, otherworldly, divine. Your true self doesn't have attachments. A type of hand-woven fabric from a saying, Ne onim nasa oto nago, which translates as, she who does not know authentic nasa fabric will buy a fake. This symbol means know the real thing. All of your experiences with inauthentic nasa, let's say you had a connection that you thought was real and then you found out that that person isn't genuine, or you were being genuine to someone who wasn't being genuine to you, or you met someone who put on a show, a mask, or a facade to gain access to you, trick you, deceive you, manipulate, take advantage of you. Now that you are aware of inauthentic nasa, you have the clarity, the discernment to identify what is true, what is real, what is authentic, what is genuine. Like I said, the truth has weight to it. The truth is dense. Truth, you know it's true by the way you feel, as India Irie says. Truth is heavy in spirit. The truth is heavy, and the more you learn and grow, the easier it is to discern what is true and what is false. The more you mature and the more you develop, the stronger your intuition, the stronger, the clearer your discernment. And it takes learning hard lessons to see clearly, to realize the truth. It takes being taught what is false. What is false has to be revealed to you. Everything false has to be revealed in order for you to decipher what's true. You'll know a genuine friend or a real connection when you feel it. You'll know. Clarity comes from learning. Clarity comes from repentance. Let's say you made a mistake. You learn from it. Repentance. You know better now. You won't do the same thing again. You're now exposed to a whole new realm that you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, and all your senses are activated. You're exposed to a whole new realm of greater and better because you've learned from your mistakes and you're not repeating them and you're not repeating cycles. What now? What now? What comes after repentance? It's not a can of worms. It's a doorway. It's a stairway. You're not opening a can of worms by not repeating the same mistakes, by staying in your comfort zone. You're not opening a can of worms by repenting. You're going up a stairway. You don't know what's ahead of you, but there's no need to fear that. You can't be afraid of growth, truth. You're doing an incredible injustice to yourself, Gemini, by not learning from mistakes, by not ascending, by not learning how to break the cycles and the curses that you've been assigned to ascend from and grow from. Go into the unknown and do it bravely. Because it encompasses your wildest dreams and beyond that. Peace. Being a kapi. No one should bite the other. This symbol is literally of two fish biting each other's tail. It suggests avoidance of provocation and strife. It looks like a cycle to me. Two fish biting each other's tails. Eye for an eye. You bite me, I bite you back. Then you bite me back, and then I bite you back, and then you bite me back, and then I bite you back, and then you bite me back, and then I bite you back, and da da da. Moving on. Wisdom. Ananse Natone 10. Spider's web. Spider's web, symbol of wisdom, creativity, and the complexities of life. Ananse, the spider, is a well-known clever character in African folk tales. You're smarter than that. We're smarter, Gemini, than to keep this cycle of this toxic cycle going of biting each other's tail. The wisdom won't allow us to stay in these kind of cycles. If you know better, there is no going back to the old unless you choose to. What do you choose to do with your wisdom? What do you choose to do with your experience? Gemini, we're ascending. That's what we've chosen. We've chosen to ascend. We've chosen to grow past the toxic cycles, grow out of it. Because we want more, greater, better, faster, stronger. Transformation, growth, renewal. Sesa wo suban. Change or transform your character. The morning star means a new start to the day. It is placed inside a wheel representing rotation or independent movement. Ooh, I got a channel message because I've been reading the cards and then like giving y'all my spiel and everything. Like I got something else. There is a presence that is afraid of you breaking out of this cycle right here. This is why I like to use cards, because they help me channel ethereal messages. Like this is off in the 3D. But anyway, let me not lose my train of thought. Be Nakabi, peace. No one should bite the other. This symbol is literally of two fish biting each other's tail. It suggests avoidance of provocation and strife. So there is someone afraid of you avoiding them, or there's a presence that is afraid of you avoiding them because they like the rah-rah back and forth. They get high off of it. They're stuck in that. They've chosen to stay there, and they're so comfortable with the high they get off of the provoking and the back and forth and the all that rah-rah. They are very comfortable with that. And they've chosen to, thank you, Spirit, they've chosen to stay there. They've chosen to keep being that. I don't know. I'm not there, so I don't know. But Gemini, I feel like this is something we are aware of. If we haven't already gone through this, we are aware of it. If you haven't already seen this, been involved in this, at the bare minimum, we're aware that this is a thing. The eye for an eye, the back and forth, the repeating of cycles, the staying on a frequency of rage, staying on a frequency of being power hungry. Like, I don't know. The rage is one way to describe it. It's just that frequency and that high of being vengeful and full of rage kills you so fast. Gemini, we know that. We know better than to stay on that frequency of insatiable thirst. There's a presence that has chosen to stay on that frequency. There's a presence that's comfortable repeating those cycles, repeating the same mistakes. There's a presence that wants to keep it going, keep the back and forth going, keep the backbiting, or what is it? Keep the child's play going. There's a presence that hasn't ascended past that or has chosen not to. This presence is fearful of you, Gemini. There's a presence that is afraid of you because of this. Your transformation, your renewal, your growth. I love that word, renewal. There's a presence, and it could be a person, it could be an entity. There's a presence. It could come in all different kinds of forms. Whatever form this presence comes in for you, Gemini, that's what I'm speaking to. It is afraid of your transformation. It is afraid of your growth. It is afraid of your renewal because it ain't gonna have nobody, it ain't gonna have a tail to bite. There's not gonna be a tail there to bite. And once they lose that tail to bite, their high is killed. They have no way of feeding off of your energy or getting high off of their rage. They have no one to be mad at but themselves. What fun is that? They're going to be alone with nobody to be mad at but themselves. And it won't be worth it then. It won't be worth it to be angry. It won't be worth it to be insatiably thirsty for revenge. It won't be worth it to be inconsolable. Because who's gonna care? Who's gonna be there to tolerate that? Who's gonna be there to entertain that, to engage with that, to interact with that? Not Gemini. Gemini. don't got the capacity to stay there, because Gemini is expanding so much. Gemini has to ascend to higher levels of experience, joy, bliss, higher levels of entertainment, higher levels of fulfillment. Better, greater, stronger, faster, like, okay. Yeah, I didn't even read this. Hold on, y'all. Change or transform your character. The morning star means a new start to the day. It is placed inside a wheel representing rotation or independent movement. Independent movement. Okay? You don't need nobody ahead of you. You don't this is codependency. Let it go. We done let it go, Gemini. This is codependency. You can't stand each other, but you need that person, or this person doesn't treat you right, but they expect all these things from you. They feel so entitled to what you have to offer, but they can't. I don't know. I mean, look, it's a toxic, codependent cycle. It's like, how do I survive without this person? Or they'll never leave. They need me. Independent movement. There's a presence here that feels like they need you. There's a presence here that is afraid of you moving independently. There's a presence here that needs you to feel worthy, valuable, useful, important, relevant. And I don't think this presence treats you with care, concern, love, consideration. If you moved independently, this person would not survive without you. I feel like this person would suffer or be really put in an unideal situation, inconvenienced greatly. This person would be forced to grow. When you made a choice, Gemini, you chose growth. Detaching from whatever this presence is would force this presence to ascend, grow, or do something else. Find someone else to latch onto or be parasitic to, or who knows? It's not your business, because you are growing, renewing, transforming, and moving independently. It's happening. And no matter how afraid this presence is, it's not going to change that. If the transformation is not already complete, it is happening. It's a journey. It's all about the journey. The destination is the journey, or how do they say that? It's all about the journey. It's happening. It's not about finally getting in a new relationship, or finally being independent, or finally having certain things of your own. It's just the actual process that's really detaching you from this presence. It's the process that's inciting fear in this person. It's the journey that you're on that is inciting fear in this what is it? These two fish biting each other. The process is the journey. It's happening. Whether it's just happening. Gemini, you can't go back. No looking back. Spirit, one last message for Gemini. Time changes. Meridian change. It's happening. This symbol represents the dynamic and changing nature of life. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Like, what would you expect? What did you expect? Things to just stay like this? This to go on forever? It's not possible for this. Somebody has to win and someone has to fail. Somebody has to be victorious and someone has to lose. It's inevitable. Unavoidable. So don't fear things staying the same, Gemini. You might be picking up on the fear of this presence. Like, there's a presence here that's fearful of your transformation. If you're picking up on this presence, fear of your transformation, don't internalize that and cause you to fear your new beginning, or cause you to fear the unknown that you are ascending up into. The vast unknown that you are ascending into, that you have no idea what to expect or no idea how to navigate. Don't internalize this person's fear of your transformation and let it cause you to delay your growth, renewal, transformation, ascension. It's happening. It's inevitable. It's essentially, it's out of your control. Spirit has willed that you grow and ascend and become anew. Transform. It's the nature of your existence as a spiritual being. And with that, I will end this reading with you all, Gemini. Peace. Talk to you soon.